I think I probably look like shit right now, but I have no way of looking at myself. I need to turn the camera on myself and regret it. How did I look? Probably pretty bad. I cleaned the house though, like pretty good for me, or where I'm at right now in my life, I guess. So that's a good thing. There's a leaf that's been floating right here. You see it? I can't zoom. There we go. It just floats. Stuck in a spider web. You know, like in Indiana Jones, or like other knockoff things, or maybe he knocked it off from something, where he's knocking off an item. So funny. It's a funny simile. You know, he takes it and he like switches it with the thing, with like the sandbag, takes the shit that doesn't belong to him. I think I've kind of done that with my self-value. Like, I don't think I had any before. I think I just kind of had a sandbag. And, am I calling myself a dirtbag? And I think I kind of, like, stole something that was somebody else's ideas about themselves. Because I've been finding a lot more, and I thought it was a societal thing, but I think it has to do with relationship experiences, and I feel like I'm starting to understand that I don't think people really do value me for me. Not completely. I think you know, either they're not satisfied with the state of whatever relationship we have, you know, platonically, or, you know, they don't really seem interested in talking to me unless it's physical, and that doesn't go for everyone. It's just, you know, this is all going through a very self-deprecating filter, but airplane. But bye. But yeah, I think I thought that what I was doing was like, oh, I see that this is where people actually get their value. And part of me thought that, but I'm like, you know, I was stealing somebody else's idea of value, but I think I'm just taking an idea of value of myself that didn't belong to me. And I guess it feels better than the dirt in some ways, that I had nothing to offer, or the illusion, you know. I guess that's kind of the whole trick in that scene. So you're tricking, you know, and I had this illusion that that what I had, that it was worth its weight in gold. But it really wasn't, you know. It's just good to stop the bleeding, I guess. Or to stop some booby trap mechanism thing. I love booby traps. I used to make booby traps when I was little, and they were so stupid, but they worked. And they didn't actually booby anything, but I made an alarm system with a series of fishing bells and fishing line that went up all the way to the top stairs, like up the stairs, and if anyone opened the front door, and this was a huge house, something would happen. And it would, I think it was the front door, and it would trigger, like it would pull on the string going all the way up, and it was the kind of stairs that have like a landing in the middle, so it'd go all the way up and then turn the corner and go all the way up the stairs to this fucking door when you turn left. It wasn't my mom's room. No, I think I did both. It might have just been my mom's, which means it would have been straight, but I was really proud of that. And that was around the time that I was brilliantly trying to, I was 7. This is when I was in the car accident. And that was when my grandpa died too, my mom's dad. So this is the age I was. I put a shopping bag. I was Silas's age. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I put a shopping bag on my arms like it was a backpack, like a grocery bag, and I got up on the kitchen counter and I was like, I know I can do it. And I tried to parachute down and I was like, okay, it just didn't open right. Like I gotta make sure there's a little bit of air already in it. And what a cute kid. So excited to
Mom?
Yeah?
What would the, y'all?
It's in Caleb's room. There's no cat in there.
I love you.
I love you too! But as I got older, and I don't think that's how it works. It sucks because I hear people more often than not say that people aren't good. And I don't want to believe that, but and I see corruption and evil overwhelmingly in society. Absolutely, of course I do. I know that our species has a tendency to lean in that direction, but I guess I just never really thought about how much value isn't placed on people like me. Four of my 4 friends. I have 4 friends. That's actually insane. Wow. But they're all convinced that they are failures. And I think it would be shamefully self-indulgent for me to ever bring up how much more successful they are than I am. But when it comes from 4 angles, 4 people that don't speak to each other, and they all measure themselves against something that I never paid attention to before. What is that? Donut in my throat. What is that leave me on that scale? It leaves me with nothing, and overwhelmingly I hear that the things that bring value and worth are sex and usefulness, job. And I don't have a job. And I'm not having sex really. So I think I'm starting to feel a resignation. I'm starting to feel beat down into accepting that I need to just understand that don't feel like anybody reaches out to me with the same level of excitement that I reach out for them. But I know people like bodies. It's a thing, right? Maybe I can trick everyone into thinking that this bag of dirt is worth the trouble that comes with a golden idol. I'm sure not feeling it though. Wish I had someone to share these with. I tried to save bumblebees. Turn up the ISO. See that? Well, it's very pathetic now when you look at it, but there was bumblebees that lived there. A whole colony in the ground. And Alex, bless his heart, out of this whole fucked off yard and the whole entire backyard, when he started to do the landscaping, he started here in the side yard where there's nothing except for a colony of bumblebees. And so he pulled away all of the ferns that were on top and exposed them. And I did what I could. I really did. I did so much research. I called people to see if they could get them, but they told me that they would probably die if they tried to move them, and that it's becoming the time of the year. Well, they'll probably die anyway, in a few months, so it's better to just let them do and see if they can make it, and here's what I could do to help them. And it did look better. This is not how it ended. I had a big, huge thing to block rain and keep the wasps out. And I failed. Or, it is what it is, but I tried. And they all died.